Hey everyone, today we're tackling a common but pesky problem: head lice. You know, those tiny little critters that love to make a home in your hair. And trust me, I know a thing or two about unwanted guests. Don't worry, we've got a detailed, step-by-step guide to help you evict those little buggers for good. We're gonna get up close and personal with those lice, just like I do with those stubborn blackheads. Let's dive in. Before we start our attack, we need to be sure we're dealing with lice. I know it sounds obvious, but you don't want to start treating for the wrong thing. Think of it like this. You wouldn't put a hydrocolloid bandage on a burn, right? So, first things first, grab a flashlight and a magnifying glass and let's get up close and personal with that scalp. Look for those little brown or grayish bugs crawling around. They're pretty small, about the size of a sesame seed. You'll want to check the scalp, behind the ears, and at the nape of the neck. Those are their favorite hangout spots. And don't forget to look for nits. Those are lice eggs. They're tiny, white or yellowish dots that cling to the hair shaft. Now, you might not always see the live lice themselves. Those little buggers are sneaky. So also keep an eye out for the symptoms. Is your scalp super itchy, especially at night? Do you feel like something is crawling on your head? Those could be telltale signs that you've got uninvited guests. Alright, so you've confirmed the infestation, you've got lice. Now it's time to choose your weapon. There are plenty of options out there and it can feel overwhelming. You've got your over-the-counter treatments like shampoos and creams containing permethrin or pyrethrin. These are like the heavy hitters designed to kill those lice dead in their tracks. But maybe you're more into a natural approach. No judgment here. There are home remedies like tea tree oil, coconut oil, or even mayonnaise. These work by suffocating the lice, kind of like how a good clay mask sucks out those blackheads. The important thing is to choose a treatment that you feel comfortable with and that's appropriate for your situation. If you're dealing with a severe infestation or if you have sensitive skin or allergies, it's always a good idea to talk to your doctor or a pharmacist. They can help you weigh the pros and cons of each treatment and choose the best option for you. Now that you've chosen your weapon, it's time to deploy it. This is where things get really satisfying. Just like when I'm extracting a stubborn blackhead, you need to be thorough and precise when applying your lice treatment. First, read those instructions. I know, nobody likes to read instructions, but trust me on this one. Each treatment is different and you want to make sure you're using it correctly. Apply the treatment to dry hair, making sure to completely saturate the scalp and hair shaft. Don't be shy, really work it in. Pay special attention to those hot spots where lice like to hide behind the ears, at the nape of the neck, and around the hairline. Think of it like you're applying a face mask. You want to cover every inch. Once the treatment is applied, leave it on for the recommended amount of time. This gives it a chance to work its magic and send those lice packing. Okay, now for the really satisfying part. Lice combing. This is where you get to see the fruits of your labor. After you've rinsed out the treatment, it's time to break out the lice comb. This isn't your average comb. It has fine, closely spaced teeth designed to trap those nits and pull them out of the hair. Start with wet hair and apply some conditioner or even coconut oil to help the comb glide through more easily. Divide the hair into small sections and comb through each section carefully, starting at the scalp and working your way down to the ends. Make sure to clean the comb after each pass. You don't want to reinfest those clean sections. This process can be a little tedious, I know. But trust me, it's worth it. Think of it like those satisfying blackhead extractions. You're literally combing those nits away. And remember, consistency is key. You'll need to repeat this combing process every day or two for at least 2 weeks to make sure you get all those nits. You've tackled those lice on your head, but our work isn't done yet. Lice are sneaky little devils, and they can linger in your environment, just waiting for a chance to jump back on board. So, we need to cut off their escape routes. First, gather up all the bedding, clothing, and stuffed animals that the infested person has come into contact with. Toss them in the washing machine with hot water and your strongest detergent. Anything that can't be washed should be sealed in a plastic bag for at least 2 weeks. Next, grab your vacuum cleaner. It's time to give those floors and furniture a thorough cleaning. Pay special attention to areas where the infested person has been, like couches, chairs, and car seats. And don't forget to disinfect those personal items that can't be washed, like combs, brushes, and hair accessories. Soak them in hot water with some disinfectant or rubbing alcohol for good measure. And there you have it. By following these steps diligently, you can say goodbye to lice and keep them from coming back. Remember, dealing with lice can be frustrating, but it's important to stay patient and persistent. Just like with those stubborn blackheads, it takes time and effort to get rid of those pesky critters for good. If you're struggling or have any concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to your doctor or a healthcare professional. They can provide personalized advice and support to help you navigate the process. And remember, you're not alone in this. Lice are incredibly common, and there's no shame in seeking help. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips. And next time, we'll tackle another pesky problem together. Until then, stay clean, stay healthy, and stay popping.